Hey, what's going on, guys? CJ here at Awesomecon, and I'm here at the Two-Lane Comic
Tooling, baby.
and I am here. Who am I speaking to, sir?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Jay the Teller. We down here in DC. We at Awesomecon. You should have been here. If you wasn't here, it's going down.
Two-Lane Comics. I've seen you guys for about a couple of years now, whether it's here, Otakon, all those places. What exactly is Two-Lane Comics for the uninitiated?
So Tooling, it is a very unique but familiar property. This is our flagship superhero. His name is actually Drip. Drip is an acronym, stands for Do Right, Inspire People. Something that's kind of separates us from the modern day superheroes is that we actually take our guy right here and we take him, we go to schools all across the country and we try our hardest to inspire the next generation. At the same time, all of the content is going to be culturally relevant. It's going to be current issues. It's going to be fly superpowers, dope supervillains. And so we're really just not just trying to make a superhero, but we want to make a property that impacts young people in a positive way under the umbrella of the superhero genre. So we've got a large task ahead of us, but we feel like we're up for the challenge.
How'd you land on a tiger as
You know what? People always ask me that.
Could be any animal.
Bro, well, so
tiger.
here's
Go
the,
ahead.
I wish I had a deep, ideological, philosophical, psychological.
It can be simple. We're simple people. So
I don't.
all right.
I saw the orange. I was like, that's gonna pop nice with the black suit, and that's how we cooking.
That's all you need. Simplicity.
Simplicity. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. 10 years from now, if I think of something better, I'm gonna change it.
That's cool.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna have something deep. I'm like, yeah. On a different calendar, the tiger means this. Maybe I'm gonna go with that. But for right now, it was just orange pops.
So you going to different schools. So you're basically going all across the United
Yes,
States.
we travel all across the country. Everything from Washington State to Florida to
California,
Texas, New England. We all over the map.
So, I mean, even with all those different demographics, are they all kind of taking it the same way, the impact of?
Well, I think that it doesn't matter what demographic you're a part of. Everyone can appreciate light, love, encouragement. Doesn't matter what religion you subscribe to, what your romantic preferences are, what your political worldviews are, what your ethnicity is, what your background is. Most people I know that are mentally healthy, they appreciate encouragement and being uplifted and being inspired. And so that's what we aim to do.
So I know it was on the animation there.
Yep.
Got a little SWAT Cats vibe to it. Was that the intention, or was that just
Here's the thing. People have told me that name before. I don't know what that is. I'm dead serious. Because like people
I feel old now.
People have said, hey man, this looks like this thing. When I grew up, I never had cable though.
Okay, yeah.
So like I was like, yo, I don't know the show. I knew X-Men, I knew Spider-Man, I knew those shows, but like I never. So I've heard that name. I'm not familiar with it though.
Yeah. I mean, happenstance and such. But doing the animation, like how'd y'all go about doing the animation?
Man, I'm the guy. I'll jump off the building and I'll assemble the plane on the way down. And so a lot of people told us, they said, you can't do it. You're too young. There are so many people who told us that we're being a little too aggressive with the scaling of the property, but we just go out there and do it. That's what happened with the anime. We contacted the people who could do it. We said, this is what we want. We walked hand in hand. We learned a lot. We failed some. We've been successful in some, and we're just making the most of the adventure.
Yeah, so one of the things we appreciate from a lot of artists is the consistency. Because it feels, because like I said, I've seen you guys for a couple of years now, and y'all like hit.
Oh no, we're not going nowhere.
Oh yeah, it feels like y'all make a presence known. So
yeah.
Is that something that you find that is easy as it's gone, as y'all started doing this?
No, and I don't want to get too deep into this.
You don't have to
right
go
now,
too deep, but just.
But the Comic-Con culture is a unique culture, and I wasn't ready for it because it's nothing like the culture that I grew up in. So I grew up inner city culture. Yeah. And so the Comic-Con culture is just so different from that. So it's been a lot of adjusting, trying to kind of get familiar with people and their anxieties and their apprehensions. Yeah. And I mean, I hate to take it this route, but when you look like I do, and you're at a con, which is predominantly middle-class white people, we never want to talk about these things, but it's a real thing. There's an obstacle. There's an extra obstacle as a Black presenter who looks urban, who looks distinctively urban. A lot of times we try to talk to people, there's apprehensions. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to talk to you about a comic book. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't want to be inauthentic right now. Yeah. And so sometimes we'll try to pitch to people. They're like, huh, like there's a literal, like they're like, oh, we didn't know what you were gonna do. And so that's just something that you have to overcome. But this is the world that we live in. We up for the challenge, man. If we continue to love people in the healthiest way possible, we feel like we can overcome everything.
Yeah, because you were mentioning the whole thing. So doing the t-shirts now, that's like this first time I've seen the t-shirts.
Yes, this new Rampage t-shirt.
So how did that come about, doing the t-shirts? Obviously, I mean, it seems like a natural thing.
It's 360. It's 360. When you have, it's one thing to have a superhero. It's another thing to have a property. Those are two different things.
Okay.
This is a property. The property has 360 going around it. So we need merchandise, we need animation, we need books, we need mobile video games, we need movies. Like, this is 360. The vision is for this thing to have as many branches as possible. The IP is just the idea.
Okay.
And from that is the root. And then there's so many branches and leaves that can grow off of it in curriculums for schools using our superhero, in animation, in apps for phones, you know, just so yeah, the merchandise, that's just one branch.
So I mean, have y'all gotten like a lot of feedback for certain characters that you have in your books so far? Or
Yeah, absolutely. So we've gotten feedback. Of course, Drip, he's the flagship artist. Everybody loves Rampage. Rampage has this kind of vibe to him. He's so street, he's so down to earth. A lot of people like him. We've got some characters that we've teased that are unreleased, and a lot of people have had questions about those. And so we're really excited because it's an expansive universe. This is not the Drip show. He's just the flagship artist. We've got a lot of other artists, a lot of other superheroes that we're going to be launching, side characters we're going to be launching, ancillary characters we're going to be launching. So we're ready.
So lastly, what will be the number one thing that you, for somebody maybe trying to go in the position that you're doing, kind of push their product, what will be the number one thing that they should know going into it?
Oh, bro, I wish there was a number one thing. There's not a number one thing, because
well, I mean, from your perspective, just
man, from my perspective is, if you're really passionate about it, I just encourage people to go all in. Now, you have to take that with wisdom. I don't mean sell your house, be a bum on the street when I say go all in. But if you don't believe in your project, then nobody else will. And so you have to put yourself out there. You have to be vulnerable. It's hard to be professionally vulnerable. Yeah. Somebody might tell you no, you might not get the deal. Somebody might say they don't like your stuff, but you got to be willing to take that leap of faith and say, okay, the victory is worth the scars. Yeah. Everybody wants the victory. Nobody wants the scars that come in battle. And so you got to make that decision. Is it worth it? Yeah. And if it is worth it, then give it everything you have in the healthiest way possible.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Totally.
Peace out, guys.